Out in the wild, the difference between walking home and crawling back could be the knife strapped to your belt. Today, we're diving into 20 tactical EDC military knives built for survival and self-defense. Some of these blades are legends, others are futuristic game changers, but all of them could be the edge you need when things get rough. And hey, if you love survival gear and outdoor tech, don't forget to subscribe to Trek Gear so you never miss the tools that could literally save your life. Let's jump in. The Benchmade Adamas. Imagine a knife that feels more like a compact tank than a tool. That's the Adamas. Built with CPM crewwear steel, it's designed to handle brutal abuse, whether you're cutting rope in a storm or prying open a stubborn ammo box. Soldiers and survivalists love it because it's dependable and easy to grip, even when wet or gloved. You could toss this thing into the mud, rinse it off, and it's still razor sharp. If you're looking for an everyday carry knife that won't back down, this one's a beast. The Kizer Begleiter. It's not the knife that screams military at first glance, but that's its strength. It's discreet. With a Micarta handle and razor-like stainless blade, it cuts cord, food, or even emergency bandages without adding bulk to your pocket. Think of it as the quiet operator, sleek, subtle, but always ready. Perfect for EDC fans who want a practical survival knife that won't weigh them down. The Cold Steel GI Tanto, a knife that feels straight out of a survival movie. This fixed blade monster has a Tanto point built to pierce through just about anything. Hunters, campers, and preppers love it because it doubles as a chopping tool around camp and as a defensive weapon if things go sideways. You could baton firewood with it 1 minute and defend your ground the next. The rugged sheath keeps it secure, and at its price point, it's a no-brainer for anyone building a bug-out bag. Tops, Steel Eagle Delta class. Picture a blade designed like a mission brief. No nonsense, heavy duty, and built to last. The Steel Eagle's full tang construction and broad belly make it an outstanding all-purpose survival knife for chopping, batoning, and shelter building on extended camping trips. One time, a friend used a Delta class to clear a collapsed trail after a storm. Its weight and edge geometry turned a brutal task into straightforward work. For outdoorsmen who need a dependable camp tool that doubles as a defensive companion, this is a top-tier choice ideal for camping, bushcraft, and survival situations. Cold Steel Recon Tanto. If you want a blade that announces itself the moment you draw it, the Recon Tanto delivers aggressive Tanto point, stout spine, and brutal tip strength for piercing tasks. But it's more than intimidation. Its ergonomics and textured handle give a secure grip during wet or gloved operations, which matters when you're cutting cord in a downpour or prepping kindling beside a cold fire. In a survival scenario, the Recon Tanto excels at tough penetrations and controlled slicing, making it trusted by hunters and tactical users alike. Lightweight enough for a field kit, rugged enough for hard use, perfect for survival gear lists, and tactical EDC, Kabar 1271 Fighter. This one feels like a piece of history you can actually pocket. The 1271 Fighter blends classic military lineage with practical modern tweaks. A balanced blade profile for controlled cuts, roomy handle for two-handed work, and a sheath that rides comfortably on a belt. Imagine waking up at camp to a snapped guy line. This knife makes quick work of emergencies and small utility jobs, from meal prep to light batoning. Hogue HK Karma. Picture a handle that actually feels like it belongs in your hand. That's the HK Karma. This folding tactical knife pairs a slim, aggressive blade with Hogue's ergonomic grip, which means cleaner cuts and less hand fatigue when you're prepping tinder or doing repeated camp tasks. It's great for urban EDC and outdoor survival. Alike, flips open fast, locks solid, and slices with impressively consistent control. Bring this on hikes, on duty shifts, or as a reliable pocket tool for everyday carry and emergency cutting tasks. Tops US combat knife, not a flashy folder. This is a workhorse fixed blade meant to be used. Heavy, full tang, and unapologetically rugged, the US combat knife is built for hard camp chores and worst-case scenarios. Imagine splitting kindling to get a wet fire going, or clearing a small path after a storm. This blade's weight and balance make those tasks feel less like punishment and more like efficient work. Its sheath rides confidently on a belt. CRKT, Carson, M1614 SF. Compact, tactical, and a little bit clever, the M1614 SF is the pocket-friendly soldier in this lineup. Designed by Kit Carson, it blends a slender serrated drop point with a sturdy frame lock, giving you versatile cutting power for rope, webbing, and food prep. The tip is fine enough for precise work. But the serrations help with fibrous materials you'll meet outdoors. It's lightweight enough for daily carry, but tough enough to earn a spot in a bug-out bag. For anyone who wants a balanced mix of tactical performance and EDC convenience, tops Operator 7. This knife looks and feels like it was forged for battle. Thick steel, broad spine, and a contoured handle make it almost overbuilt, but in survival gear, overbuilt can mean unbreakable. Picture yourself trying to split logs for a fire when the rain won't quit. The Operator 7 has the heft and grip to get through stubborn wood without slipping or wearing you out. At camp, it handles food prep, cord cutting, and defensive roles with equal confidence. For anyone who wants a knife that doubles as a survival tool and a defensive weapon, this is pure reassurance in your hand. Gerber Strong Arm. One of the most popular survival knives on the market, and for good reason. The Strong Arm combines a full tang blade with a rubberized handle that feels secure even when your hands are cold or wet. Its modular sheath system makes it easy to mount on a pack, belt, or vest. Campers love it for its balance between cutting efficiency and durability. And soldiers have trusted it in the field for years. Whether you're batoning wood, slicing rope, ZUNE LOTOO Tactical Survival Knife. Now here's one with attitude. This knife isn't just a blade, it's a tool for extreme environments. Aviation grade stainless steel gives it serious strength, while the design allows for prying, chopping, and defensive use. Think about being stranded and needing one tool to build shelter, prep food, and keep threats at bay. That's where this knife shines. It's a little larger than some EDC blades, but that size translates into versatility and confidence for preppers and adventurers chasing next-level survival gear. This one's worth a serious look. Keywords: tactical, survival, knife, outdoor survival, self-defense. Buck 119 Special. Picture a classic that still outperforms newer toys. That's the one. 19 Special. Its clip point blade and solid hardwood or synthetic handle feel familiar in the hand, like an old friend that never quits. I once saw a camper use a 119 to skin a morning catch, whittle tent pegs, and then help carve a cooking spoon, one blade. 3 camp chores, 0 drama. It's heavy enough to baton small logs, but balanced for precise cuts when you're prepping food or repairing gear. For anyone building a trusted bushcraft or camping kit, the Buck 119 is the timeless survival knife that just works. Tops Black Star. This one walks the line between surgical and savage. The Black Star's long, aggressive profile and flat grind give it incredible chopping and slicing power, ideal for clearing brush or splitting kindling at an emergency shelter. Imagine being stuck in wet weather and needing to create shelter fast. The Black Star's blade geometry turns brutal labor into efficient, satisfying work. Its weight gives authority to each swing without feeling uncontrollable, and the textured grip anchors your hand through sweat or gloves. DEFCON Hydra. Fixed blade. D2-2SL. Modern edge meets smart value. The Hydra's D2 steel holds a dependable edge and resists chipping during tough field use. The blade's profile is versatile enough for precise camp prep, yet stout for prying and light batoning, which matters when you're improvising shelter or prepping firewood at dusk. The sheath system is practical, letting you mount it on a belt or mole, so it's always in reach when survival matters. For preppers who want a hard-working fixed blade with performance steel and sensible ergonomics, the Hydra is a versatile, no-nonsense choice. Keywords: tactical survival knife, EDC fixed blade, Benchmade Shootout. If speed and reliability are your priorities, the Shootout is built for you. This out-the-front automatic knife deploys with lightning quickness, giving you instant access to a razor-sharp CPM Crewwear blade. Picture being caught in a vehicle emergency, one push, and you've got a blade ready to cut seatbelts or break glass with its carbide tip. Unlike many OTFs, the Shootout is lightweight thanks to its CF Elite handle, so it won't drag down your pocket or kit. For EDC users who value both survival readiness and tactical flair, this knife makes every second count. Zero tolerance 0301. This one feels like a tank you can fold in half. Designed with Ken Onion and Strider, the 0301 is built from premium S30 steel and titanium, making it both absurdly tough and surprisingly smooth to carry. Campers and soldiers alike appreciate the assisted opening fast enough to be tactical, but controlled enough for everyday use. Imagine being miles out with heavy gear. The 0301 gives you cutting confidence without needing a fixed blade strapped to your side. For those who want a folding knife that feels more like a survival tool than a pocket accessory, the 0301 is legendary. Kershaw Launch 11. Sleek, stylish, and deceptively practical. The Launch 11 proves an automatic knife can be both lightweight and reliable. With its compact design and slim profile, it practically disappears in your pocket until you need it. Then push the button and you've got a razor-sharp CPM 154 blade at the ready. Ideal for quick everyday carry tasks like slicing cord or opening gear, but strong enough for self-defense or survival scenarios. Its aluminum handle keeps weight down while adding durability. If you want a fast-action EDC knife that looks as good as it performs, the Launch 11 is hard to beat. Cold steel, Leatherneck, this knife takes its inspiration straight from the Marine Corps, and it shows. With a 6.75-inch blade, strong clip point design, and grippy Kray X handle, the Leatherneck feels like it was built for both battlefield and backwoods. Imagine chopping through thick brush to clear a campsite, then turning around to slice food or prep firewood. This blade transitions smoothly between heavy and light tasks. Its secure X sheath keeps it locked in place until needed, and once drawn, it inspires pure confidence. For survivalists or anyone who wants a military-style fixed blade with serious bite, the Leatherneck earns salute-level respect. Spyderco Paramilitary 2. Legendary among knife fans, the Paramilitary 2 blends everyday practicality with tactical readiness. Its leaf-shaped S45 wheat end blade slices with precision, while the iconic compression lock gives rock-solid strength without bulk. Picture being in the middle of camp setup. One moment you're trimming paracord, the next you're slicing tinder, and the Paramilitary 2 does both effortlessly. Lightweight, slim, and incredibly ergonomic. It's the kind of knife you forget you're carrying until the moment you need it most. And then, it feels like the perfect tool was waiting in your pocket. And that wraps up our lineup of 20 tactical military knives for survival and self-defense. From heavy-duty choppers to sleek everyday folders, each blade here has its own mission, but all share one purpose: keeping you prepared. Which knife would you trust in a survival scenario? Drop your pick in the comments, hit like if you discovered something new, and don't forget to subscribe to Trek Gear for more survival gadgets, outdoor tech, and gear that could make all the difference. And I'll see you in the next one.